everybody, welcome back to Sarah's Table. Today we are going to be playing a game called Lady Blackbird by Jonathan Harper, who wrote Blades in the Dark, which is another game that we have played on the table before. This was sort of a precursor to Blades in the Dark, from what I understand. I could just be making things up, which I have to tell you is one of my specialties. So we'll see what happens. But one of the cool things about this particular game is that they're all pre-generated characters. You are playing Lady Blackbird and her companions, and you are put in a situation that you must get yourself out of. It's very steampunky, which is a very it's like a big plus for me. I'm super excited about it. Okay, before we do the fun stuff, we are going to do our safety discussion. I think it's really important as a responsible gamer, DM, player at a table, human being in society, that you are aware of everybody's lines and veils around you. You want everybody to be comfortable, and you want them to want to come back and know that they are safe. So here on Sarah's Table, you will never run into sexual violence, violence against children, or withholding food as punishment or starvation. I have checked in with my players. They say everything else is on the table, but I do want you to know that this is a family-friendly show. This is, if there were to be a rating, it would probably be PG-13. You can feel comfortable bringing your little gamerlings. That seems right. I feel like that's what a young gamer is called. Did I do that right?
Proper term, yes.
This is correct. Yeah. This is trademarked now by Sarah's Table. So bring them out. This is also a game that is only about 14 pages long in its entirety with all of its rule sets. And that includes also its character sheets and everything. This is something that is designed to pick up and play with your group at your table with not a ton of prep. I know that a lot of people tend to get kind of intimidated by games that are not D&D because D&D is the one that is everywhere and has a lot of rules explanations. And so when people tend to go outside of that, it can be a little, get a little concerned that they're not going to be able to follow it. But I'm telling you that you can play this game. And honestly, even if you don't follow it rules to the letter, the whole point of playing RPGs is to have a good time with the people at your table. And I guarantee that that's going to happen today. I'm Sarah Moore. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm going to be your tour guide on this boat ride today. I'm also going to be your best friend and I think it's called a GM in this one and not a DM. I don't know what the storyteller maybe.
Boatmaster, I believe.
Boatmaster.
Yes. Boat driver.
I don't want to be called a BM. That sounds not great. But I like where your head is at. Maybe. We'll see. So we're going to go around the table. I'm going to have my friends introduce themselves, and then we're going to dive into this craziness. Let's start with Aaron.
Hi.
Brand new to the show.
Hey, I'm Catano-Saez. I use he, him pronouns, and I am going to be playing Lady Blackbird today.
It's true.
And I'm very excited because she's got a lot of skills.
She very skilled.
A little of everything, and I'm very excited. Yeah,
I think unfortunately, one of the skills she lacks is good decision making.
What ain't that always the way?
It's true.
The more powerful you are, the less good you are at decision making.
Yeah. That's I feel like if every Marvel movie ever has taught me anything, it's that exact sentence.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Great. Well, what about you, Banana?
Hi, everyone. Hello. I am Banana Chan. My pronouns are she, they, he, and I will be playing Snargle, a goblin sky sailor and pilot of the Owl. And it looks like I am very good at decision making.
That's great.
I'm actually not. I don't think.
Oh no, no one's good at decision making.
I think that my character thinks that they're very good at decision making.
You know, sometimes that's all you need. It's the confidence. It's that like fake it till you make it kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know what? I'm sure that nothing will go wrong and everything will be smooth sailing and like it's going to be so just calm and joyful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What could go wrong?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is designed to be a one shot, but I don't like rules because I am a rogue at heart. And so we are going to spread this out over 2 sessions. That's right. 2 sessions of these lovely faces that you get to look at. And I'm jazzed about that. And so we're going to spend a little bit of extra time today sort of digging our fingers into the world and expanding the lore and clawing our way through. This seems like it's going to be this looks like there's some sort of animal involved and maybe, I don't know.
It's an owl.
It could be an owl.
Those are talons.
Ooh.
I saw talons.
Talons. Yeah. I'm going to read you the opening crawl. If this were a film, the film version of this is how it would start at the beginning. Lady Blackbird is on the run from an arranged marriage to Count Carlo. She hired a smuggler skyship, the Owl, to take her from her palace on the imperial world of Elysium to the far reaches of the remnants, so she could be with her once secret lover, the pirate king, Uriah Flint. However, just before reaching the halfway point of Haven, the Owl was pursued and captured by the imperial cruiser Hand of Sorrow under charges of flying a false flag. Even now, Lady Blackbird, her bodyguard, and the crew of the Owl are detained in the brig, while the commander of the cruiser, Captain Hollis, runs the smuggler ship's registry over the wireless. It's only a matter of time before they discover the outstanding warrants and learn that the Owl is owned by none other than the infamous outcast, Cyrus Vance. How will Lady Blackbird and the others escape the Hand of Sorrow? What dangers lie in their path? Will they be able to find the secret lair of the Pirate King? And if they do, will Uriah Flint accept Lady Blackbird as his bride? By the time they get there, will she even want him to? Bum, bum, bum. I love that this game starts in media res. She theoretically already had like a pretty daring escape from Elysium. So we are heading now into, let's do some world building, my friends. I'm going to scoot down to boop, 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 boop. It's normal. Okay, so there is also magic in this game. Here are a few questions that we need to decide as a team of storytellers. Can anyone learn how to do magic, or do you need to have noble blood in order to perform these?
Ooh.
I'm always a big fan of anybody can learn. I hate when it's like only those of royal blood, but I do like the implication that creates that only royals are taught magic, the discipline of it, that anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like YouTube tutorials or something,
or like being born into wealth.
Right.
Yeah.
Like having the downtime to be able to teach yourself or be taught that. Yeah.
Unless you can like contract out Merlin to teach you spells. Like how the heck are you going to learn Firebolt unless you can like get a tutor?
That's right.
I like that.
So everyone is born with the innate ability to do magic. Is it of all races? Can goblins also do magic?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think goblins are, I think that the way that goblins do magic, they might do it with a different motivation. So I think that goblins are more interested in like illusion magic versus like everything else magic.
Can it have a name? can that kind of illusion magic be called street magic?
Because
there's like, well, I'm thinking is like the Imperials, like the Royals learn like magic.
Like
and then
high
everything
magic.
else is like street magic.
Yeah, like cards and stuff.
Yeah, and just like entitled, but also cards and stuff. Like fully rabbits and hats and like like sleight of hand. But also it's like seen as like street magic. Because it's not like a discipline that is taught to you by, you know, the Merlin of that in every royal house.
Right. And I just don't believe in that.
No.
Yeah.
So is there anyone like, so I know that in a certain franchise, it would be called like a squib. Like, are there people who are born who don't have any ability to do magic?
I think there's people who have no interest in it.
Okay.
Who don't want to use it, you know, because that implication means that what do people use magic for, like everyday things or just like spell casting?
It's up to us. What do you think?
Because that is what would be the determining factor, because you can always equate it to like how we equate electricity, how like some communities choose to not use electricity.
Right.
Do we want that equivalent? Or is it just like some people are just like, nah, I don't need that. I'm just going to like turn on my stove. Like, I don't need to cast a fireball at like a pile of wood.
But like, why wouldn't you? That's dope.
I know.
Okay. So I have another question now. Is there a cost to doing magic?
Oh, sorry, I love that kind of stuff so much.
Good. It's a good question.
It is.
And does that hinder the fact that like some people do it and some people don't?
May I make a pitch?
Please.
Yes.
Okay. So royals, like the people in the like the deep know that like that magic does have a cost. Is it something like, you know, if you do like the formal training, like the age old discipline, you can do it without like giving up a part of yourself or like your essence or your life. But street magic is dangerous because it's just you're doing it without the knowledge. You're casting like spells blindly, not knowing that it's like slowly draining you or draining someone else.
Yeah, it's like, it's like riding without a saddle on a wild horse versus like having been trained in like very fancy horse racing, you know, like
or even like the idea of like, you know, the aristocracy is driving like water powered cars, but like street magic is like driving a Hummer. You're like, I'm sorry, but this is all I got. I got to drain the planet of its magic juice, you know, its gas.
Making a note about the magic juice. We're going to come back
to
it.
It's like tree sap and it flows throughout the world.
Sure. It's a magic sap, if you will.
And some people have learned to use that like amber and draw power from it, but some people use the sap directly and like burn it like a fossil fuel.
Oh, interesting.
Oh no.
So it's Snargle, right? His name is Snargle?
Stargle, yes.
Does he I'm sorry, is your goblin
I will say he's a he. Yes.
He's a he.
Yes.
Does he use street magic?
Oh, yes. I mean, maybe not all the time. Only when
it can be all the time. This is it's
like he floats through the room all the time.
He's like Chris Angel.
Feet never touch the ground ever.
Who needs him? Feet are for suckers.
Yes. Maybe he's like very well known in his community for street magic.
Oh, I like that.
Like specifically like float levitation, cards, coins, top hats.
Perfect.
With rabbits in them.
Perfect.
Does he wear a top hat? Tell me he wears
does.
a top hat. Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Is it like a full-size regular top hat, which would probably be like a little bit too big on him? Or is it like one of those little steampunky tiny top hats?
I think it's a very tall top hat, so it's like half the size of him. But like
Doug Dimmadome? Are you talking about Doug the Dim?
Like a stovepipe situation?
Yes. Yes. Wait, who are we talking about?
Doug Dimdale of the Dugdale Dimmadome.
Wait,
Doug Dimmadome.
Wait, hey.
Gosh.
You're saying a lot of words. It's fine.
It's a man from the Fairly Odd Parents who wears a very large hat.
There it
Doug
is.
Dimmadome.
Dimmadome.
Come on. Doug Dimmadome.
Yes, just like him.
Just super
But
tall.
like, imagine Doug Dimmadome, but like Chris Angel, so like goth.
Goth Doug Dimmadome.
Love it. I have a very strong like visual of this goblin. But we're gonna get back to what everybody looks like in a moment. But I want to continue on with this. So we know that the goblin does magic, but so does Lady Blackbird as aristocracy? Were you trained in like high magic?
Oh, fully.
Do you use it?
Fully. No question.
Okay.
Yeah. It's something that it's not something to feel like. Lady Blackbird understands the difference between like street and high magic, I guess, or magic, but it's like, it's already in my head. You know what I mean? If there is a cost, I'm not gonna spend it. I'm not burning my magic bucks. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be bananas. That'd be shenanigans. That'd be crazy. So like,
do you ever indulge in street magic?
Of course. I don't think that Lady Blackbird sees much of a difference. To Lady Blackbird, it's just like, it's just magic, and one has a cost and one doesn't. It's like how we would say like light and dark. This is still the same. It's like, nah, man, it's all one flavor. One just like costs more MP to cast, in Lady Blackbird's opinion.
Interesting. All right. So now we need to talk about pirates. Obviously, this is the natural transition. It's from magic to pirates. Yep. In our world, what kind of trouble are pirates known to cause? Also, adjacently, how much piracy does the crew of the Owl get into on a regular basis?
Okay. So my first thought is piracy, the idea of stealing from rich people, right? Like the idea of like a ship comes by, pirates board it, take their stuff, right?
Okay.
What if high magic is like a commodity, like tomes and spell books? And because it's basically what separates high from low is magic and access to education, essentially.
Yeah.
Whereas piracy is like teaching, like, the wealthy would never, or the aristocracy would never want the lowly commoner to be able to cast high, because then there'd be no separation between the two.
Yeah.
So what if it's like tomes and spell books and scrolls and
so they are stealing like magical artifacts.
Yeah.
Do the pirates want to decentralize magic?
High magic for the people.
Yes, completely. Yeah.
Rad. Okay.
I've been watching a lot of edity like documentaries lately and scams. I love scam videos.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
The most powerful scroll in all the land is a picture of a monkey.
Everyone's searching for it. We don't know.
Everyone's searching for it. And it's called the Scroll of Sethus Greenus. And everyone's
Many
searching
people
for it.
have claimed to have found it and own it, and yet we can't seem to find it.
Oh, it's so funny.
So the pirates are it's a little Robin Hood action with the pirates. Yeah. And what about the Owl? Are they an upstanding set of citizens, or is this?
Are they just straight up pirates? Like they just like
like pirates.
Yeah. Are they good at it though? Like, are they actually good at being pirates?
I mean, we can decide that right now. Are they?
So the Lady Blackbird was taken by this group of pirates, or joins this group of pirates to be taken to the Pirate King?
Yeah. So Lady Blackbird contracted the Owl to get to the Pirate King.
Why did she pick the owl then?
Why did she pick the owl?
Oh, that is a good question.
like, what? A lot of upvotes on Reddit. Like, highly recommended on LinkedIn.
Yelp reviews were great. And
Word of mouth. Dope name. Like the owl. Sounds legit.
Just always liked birds. So
maybe we're just like around a lot. Like, is it a matter of convenience?
Okay. May I make a pitch?
Please.
Perhaps this was some situation where it was like a daring escape situation and kind of Lady Blackbird ended up with the owls, like, jumped off of a balcony to like escape something and then landed on the ship and was like, I can track you to take me to the Pirate King. You know what I mean? Like employing, a rowdy group to help her do her bidding, even though they had other stuff to do.
Little does she know they're not very good at pirating.
Not super great at doing it. I love the idea. I've always loved the like I just ended up here storyline. Oops.
Oops, bad pirates. I got the JV team. Varsity was out there completely willing to take the contract, but
they
I landed
were
on the
waiting
JV
for
squad.
you just they were like still not here. Weird.
Oh, mistaken identity. Are you not the Raven? No, this is the owl. Oh, no. I meant to board the Raven's pirate vessel. Oh.
There's at least one person on the crew that was like, totally us. Yep. That's us. We just tell people we're the owl for, safety.
Good marketing.
Yes, it's great marketing. You'll have a hoot of a time.
Yeah,
hoot of a time.
That's our motto.
Oh no! I love how this is shaping up. Okay. Also, how often, how heavily are pirates pursued by the government?
My first thought is lots.
Lots.
If it's like, they're keeping them from being powerful, it'd be like, we gotta stop that. We gotta keep people from reading these scrolls.
Yeah.
If we have people reading, then they're gonna get fancy ideas. And then
first comes the reading, and then comes the learning, and then comes the downfall.
We just can't have that.
No.
Yeah. I do wonder if there are like pirates that are hired by the government to look like they're pirates, but they're not actually pirates.
See, that's spicy.
I love that.
Double agents, basically. Are there I like that. Because they're usually, didn't they have that in Pirates of the Caribbean?
I think they had that in history too. Like legit pirates. Yeah, like legit pirates.
Actually, Aaron, they have it in history too. Why don't you sit down? Absolute 10-year-old. Wow, it's not Pirates of the Caribbean. The famous Disney film. And that's a thing that happened in real life. Can the adults talk for 1 second?
Sorry. I didn't mean for it to come out that way.
No, it didn't. I'm just like,
Let me tell you what, already worth the price of admission here. We've done good so far.
Okay.
So my question is like, how often do these, because these are all airships. So how often, like how very dangerous is it to earn your living as a pirate? Like, what's the mortality rate? Or do they capture them? Like, how do they take care of it?
Ooh. Do they like reform us into upstanding citizens after they capture us?
Oh, by magic, or like, is it
by taking away our magic?
Okay. I have a thought. Every one of these tutors that trains the aristocracy in magic, former pirate that can no longer use magic but can teach it.
Oh,
that's messed up. I love it.
Oh man. Okay.
Spitting hot fire today.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. It's a good one. All right. In this world, there are giant sky monsters. They're called sky squid, like huge. Has anybody here ever seen one? Real up close and personal.
Only in books.
Only in books.
Just a book. Saw it in a
I think
book.
there's.
Do you believe that it's real?
Oh boy, Lady Blackbird would. Lady Blackbird's seen some stuff with Magic Land. Yeah, with like magic and stuff. I'm sure I've peered through the lens of reality and all that wild stuff. I'm sure like, yeah, probably a squid.
Yeah, but like, is this like she truly believes that they are as large and terrifying as they are being described, or is this one of those like, I mean, we've never seen one, so it's probably like how fishermen have that the one that got away, you know?
I think it's like the fear of like a whale or a giant squid, where it's like, or even like a tiger, where it's like the odds of me running into one are very slim. But you know, if I did, I'd be doomed. But like, I don't gotta worry about it. I'm just not gonna swim in that deep of water.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, just like don't go to the tiger's house and you're fine.
Yeah, like don't wear a meat bathing suit when you go swimming in shark infested waters and you're fine.
This.
It's simple logic, y'all.
It's a logic. What about you, Snargle? Have you seen one?
I think I will say that I've seen one, but I never have.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep telling stories about the giant sky squid. That's definitely real.
Definitely real.
Definitely real.
You totally saw one.
Totally saw one.
All right. Okay. So you currently, when we start the game, you will all be in the brig on the Hand of Sorrow, which is the ship that boarded you and took everyone prisoner. What did you notice about this ship, the Hand of Sorrow, as you were being led to their brig?
That was like suspicious, maybe, or
not necessarily. Could be suspicious. Could also just be like, you know, we're building now the lore of this ship of where you're trapped. So like, you know, not like there were no locks on the ship. I'm not going to let that happen. But like, you know, like the structure. It could be something structural. It could be something about the crew. This is also an opportunity for you to say that you recognize a certain insignia or something of that nature of like that you would be able to sort of relate back to what has happened in the past for you all.
I was going to say, I recognize people like the higher ups. I've seen them before at like gatherings and parties or like meetings of like, you know, nobility and things.
Oh, they've been to your house.
Yes, like I have fully seen them around in that scene. Just a couple of them, like the higher ups on the ship. I'm like, I know that person. That face is known to me.
Have you ever talked to them or just seen them?
No. I've only seen them before, so I know that they're not. I don't know, peasants, for lack of a better term.
Yeah,
they're not like
they're not.
You know,
they're not commoners. They're probably not like normal pirates.
No. These people like. They know magic. They have to. They're like, I've been to balls. I was at a ball and I saw them. Grand ball.
And they, so like you are fleeing your father.
Yes.
This is, maybe, are they in league with your father? Like, do you think your father sent them?
They could be. I have learned to trust no one in this case. Like I can't really trust many people. As I want to, like, you know, someone put me in an arranged marriage.
Right.
And then I had to flee. You can't really trust many people.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I feel like they probably could be, but it's hard to trust suspicion and paranoia. You know, when you're in this kind of scenario, you're like, I don't know, were they sent by my family, or are they just like hired goons? Could just be goons,
or they're completely unrelated.
Exactly.
You never know.
No.
What about you, Snargle? What did you notice?
I think I recognize the same people, but I recognize them from somewhere else.
Oh.
I think that I've seen at least one of them doing some shady business dealings at a local Sky pub.
Yeah. There's definitely like, absolutely. I would imagine that there is some sort of Sky version of Tortuga in this world where there's like a lot of, interesting. Did they see you?
Oh, no.
Like, did you make eye contact with any of them? Do they know that you recognize them?
So I was doing street magic in the corner of the Sky Pub, trying to, get some money out of it. Because that's sort of like my side gig where I like do magic and collect coin that way.
Right.
So
yeah.
So
I mean, I feel very strongly that Snargle is probably a big time con artist.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whoa. They're called content creators in this world.
My mistake.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Content artists.
Content artists. Con artist is short for content artist.
I feel like we need a sticker that says content artist and then just has the tent part crossed off.
Oh yeah, very small.
Yeah, on it. Making a note so we can get one of those out.
Yes, please.
Or like a little enamel pin. That's also good. All right.
That's good.
I'm working on it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just get excited about con artists.
I was just going to say.
Sorry. Content artists.
Content artists. Yes. They probably saw me, but I'm going to pretend that they didn't see me.
Okay. And like, you look like a typical goblin. Is there a chance? I mean, would they have even?
I do not, because I have a top hat and I look like Chris Angel.
Right, because of the top hat. Right, sure, of course, my mistake. Okay, so the guards that are outside the brig at this moment, they are playing a game to pass the time. And what game are they playing? It can be one that is a game that we are all familiar with, or it can be one that we make up that works within this world.
The guards are playing?
The guards are playing.
It is... we can
like
just
Space Monopoly?
Yeah, that's it.
Monopoly.
Monopoly.
We're okay. I'm going to point out, I don't think we're in space. Are we? I think we're like in atmosphere.
The game is set in
this
space.
Game is set in space.
We are not.
Right.
You have your different space avenues, your space
planets,
properties.
You buy a planet. It's worth more than another.
My fault. I misunderstood. It's fair. But is it like a card game? Is it like a game with little bits, like a jacks kind of situation? Is it does it have to do with their weapons?
Oh, it's all the spectral board game.
Are they gambling with magic?
Oh, baby.
I love that. Oh.
Yes, they are now. Magic gambling. Oh my gosh. Because we said there's a cost for street magic. What if you can wager it and you could like take somebody else's and get their magic juice, their sauce, their light sauce.
Oh, that's so gross. I love it.
It's super gross. Yeah.
Taking off my jacket.
We're so into it.
Here we go.
Okay, so then I would say that there is a moment where the magic is just like free in the transfer, right?
Oh yeah, like what do you mean? Like it's floating?
Well, like if you are wagering your
you got to put it up.
Your cost, you got to put it up somewhere, which means before it's claimed, it's just like wild magic, right? It's just like out there.
Okay.
Oh, so you could potentially take it.
Somebody could steal it, or it could like. It's probably pretty dangerous as like if you hit, if you're jostled some way that it could like go into a piece of the ship or.
Okay. So I feel like because it's gambling and it's wagering, and a fun visual would be when you do offer up this like cost, this piece, it materializes into like a really tiny fragment of like crystal that's like very delicate and thin. like so it's like doing this is not, I feel like it's frowned upon. Like they shouldn't be doing this.
I'm sure.
And so like it's very delicate, very dangerous to do this, but you could become like mad powerful if you like went all in. You put like your entire life on the line, basically. You could like, you could take somebody else goes all in. You basically take their entire life force and their magical power, and you like just doubled your strength.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like gambling with stats.
Which also means that if they were doing this in a way and somebody ran through it, they could just like pick it up by accident.
Oh, and like gobble it up, eat it, smash it, put the powder on myself, whatever you do, like, bathe in their magical essence. And all of a sudden you're like, mine now. Like it's all right, because that's fun, that point, because it implies that this game, which is highly dangerous, highly volatile, and incredibly scary, rich people would totally do this.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
No one has ever run off with somebody else's magic crystal before. It's the honor code.
I would imagine that it is also among folk who do street magic all the time, that there's probably folks who like seek it like drug users.
Is there fake magic? Is there like synthetic magic?
Okay. It's like, except it's more like Mike's special stuff from Space Jam where it's just water the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just a rock. He's selling somebody on it.
It's just like ice.
It's the feather in Dumbo. It's just, it was inside you the whole time. Yeah. I mean, I bet there is
counterfeit magic essence crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Oh, can it have a name?
Yes.
Can it just be called, because we have to, because it's steampunk, I'm going to type it in the chat and I want to know how accurate this is. It's called the crystals.
Magica?
Right? Magica, but with a CK.
With a CK.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's always something like that.
I would also say
Magica.
Okay, so because that's the fake stuff, is the Magica?
Oh no, that's just the name of the little
stuff.
That's the money. That's the
the
crystal money.
So, I'm gonna go a step further. Is anybody outside the brig right now who is playing dealing with fake?
Ooh, I feel like you'd need a keen eye to tell.
Sure.
Yeah.
But is there anybody, do you think we get to choose? So like, even if the characters don't necessarily know, for world building, is any one of these crew members using fake magic?
Yeah. I wonder if like someone is using fake magic, but they don't know that they are. Like it's like a counterfeit bill, basically, but like you have no idea. It looks exactly the same.
True.
Right, but aren't you? You're coming from you, right? Like
maybe they just have it. What if they just have it and they just like?
It could be like sometimes it's an illusion. If you're good enough at illusion magic, you could just make it look like you're pulling magic out of yourself and putting it into like condensing it into a tiny rock called magica. And sometimes just like it's just a rock, but I made it look really shiny. That's where street magic is like dangerous, because street magic is like illusions in sleight of hand.
Yeah, I bet Snargle would be very good at this.
Oh my god! Like you could grift. You become unconscionably powerful if you're just good enough at this.
Or rich if you are not keeping it for yourself and you are then selling like high magic from the people who come on to like slum it and like, oh, I was out having a good time, and they only, it's not a lot for them, right? So they only offer up a little bit, but if 60 people do that over the course of a couple hours, then suddenly you've got a ton.
Mm-hmm. Can Snargle now have like this black trench coat that kind of looks like the character from Resident Evil 4?
What are you buying?
What are you buying?
Yes.
And a top hat.
Of course.
I would also say that probably everybody's magic feels a little different. So that people, if they want to gamble up against somebody, could be like, I just like, it's smoother magic when it's a trained noblewoman, or when it's raw and powerful when it's like a young hothead prince, so you could like, I imagine inside your what are you buying? It's just like you have them like compartmentalized. Are you looking for a very mellow? Like, are you looking
what kind of magicka are you looking for today? Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so is there anything else about the world that we want to establish before we do like the character deep dive?
Anything else about the world? Jeez. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good too.
And we can always, if something is sparked, please feel free. So Lady Blackbird, your noble person name is Natasha Siri.
Mm-hmm.
How did you fall in love with Uriah Flint, a pirate king?
How did I fall in love with a noble pirate king? Well, it was the abs, one, but two.
Oh, I mean,
guy, of course he has abs, and my betrothed did not, and I loathe him. No, he's also just like sucks. It's an arranged marriage that I was not a big fan of, and
boring and stupid. Yeah,
just like not fun.
Yeah.
But the pirate king, Uriah Flint.
Yeah, or Uriah, maybe.
Uriah Flint was just. Uriah Flint does not gamble magicka, does not wager up who he is. And I respect that. That's something that I found deeply beautiful, that no matter what, in terms of piracy, that Uriah Flint does, he will never wager his soul to anyone. And he's risen to power to become the pirate king and never wagering a dime of his being. I admire that.
I have another question then. If he never gives any of his soul to people, how real is your relationship?
You know, as real as anyone can imagine. It's real as I want it to be, and therefore it's good enough for me.
Interesting. In this world, do you exchange pieces of magicka as betrothal? Yes. Has he given you a piece?
Haven't seen him in a long time. Ever since I've been wearing my betrothed's magicka around my neck for some time now.
Are you still?
It's still there because I feel like it might have some worth on the road.
Mm-hmm. Does Uriah have a piece of your magicka?
Not yet.
But you are prepared to give it to him.
I am more than prepared to crystallize a piece of myself and put it in a ring or something, whatever.
Something, some jewel, some bauble.
Some jewel, some bauble, the bobblehead.
Does Uriah know that you are the Lady Blackbird, or does he just know you as Natasha?
I want to say he knows.
He knows. He knows that you're royalty.
Oh, he knows I'm bad. I'm bad.
So bad. Does anyone on the crew of the Owl know that you are the Lady Blackbird?
Yes, because I did announce it when I did arrive on their ship.
Hello, everyone.
I said, I'm the Lady Blackbird. I demand you take me to Uriah Flint, Pirate King, for he is my true love. I contract thee to chart me a course.
So definitely not hiding that you are.
Why hide what's inside?
That's fair. Do they know that you are fleeing an arranged marriage?
I told them that too over drinks.
Yes. All my cards are on
decision making. You said my decision making skill is my least strong attribute, and we're leaning into it. We were sharing coffee and tea, and I said, "You do know I'm Lady Blackbird. The masterscape and arranged marriage. If you would take me to my true love." I'm very cool.
I'm so cool.
I wear cool
He is
clothes.
so cool. So it seems like it's pretty obvious. Like, did you try to hide who you were when you were boarded by the Hand of Sorrow?
Yes. It did not go well.
No, okay.
I was quite my fine regalia, so they knew.
Like your traveling clothes was not
100. I was fleeing when I arrived in the Owl, so I didn't have time to change into like cool pirate gear. No, I'm wearing like a full gown, like a big dress with a bustle, and like I'm dressed like it is fully like 1906 New York aristocracy.
Can I suggest something?
Please.
For a scene later on, if we have time? Can we do a makeover?
Yeah,
so much. Yes. Yes, I would love to see what a goblin thinks is appropriate for a noble person.
Top hats on top hats on top hats.
It's like, I made you this whole outfit. It's all top hats.
It's all top hats.
Top hats all the way down.
That's steampunk.
So you, Lady Blackbird is a master sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you become that?
Training, discipline.
So
It's
like,
about
when did you
drive.
start training to be a sorcerer?
When I was younger, I was taught the ways of the arcane by the best scholars, and we call them warlocks, for they cannot cast magic anymore, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But I was taught by the best.
And like, is this like before you started to walk?
Oh, well, I mean, they told me I had aptitude for magic, but I learned that was horse apples. Not everyone has aptitude for magic, dear.
Sure.
They just think I'm cool, I guess.
Tell me about the incident when you were a toddler that really spurred them to make sure that you had somebody training you.
Well, when I was a toddler, I was walking around my family home, and I stumbled across a scroll that was pinned to the refrigerator. Little did I know that it was a powerful magical spell, and I unleashed arcane fury within the kitchen.
Oh,
causing irreparable damage.
Great. So, did you have to rebuild the kitchen, or did you have to move to a new place?
Darling, I was a toddler.
No, I know, but like,
kidding.
did the family have to?
Oh, it was all covered up. We rebuilt it immediately, and it was covered up. Said it was a natural catastrophe.
Natural disaster.
Mm-hmm.
That was very. It was a tornado that was localized to the kitchen.
Yes, yes, and there was just a toddler sitting in the tornado. How wild!
So crazy.
The papers loved it.
Okay, so how strong are your feelings currently for Flint? Just so we know where we're starting.
Oh, incredibly.
Okay. And have you ever felt about anyone else this way?
I am human. I am human after all. Yes. I mean, it could be any number of people on this great earth for any one of us.
Okay, cool. So like, now we know that like,
if this doesn't work out, it's kind of whatever.
Fine. Oh no. All right. So, Snargle.
Yes.
How are goblins treated by the Empire?
Very, very well. And well, goblins, meaning I, Snargle, think that we're treated very well. We're actually not. I get food thrown at me all the time, but I eat the food. So that means that they love me, right?
Yeah. What a lovely outlook. You're just like, this is the best. I have the best life ever. So
just last week I had a pie thrown at me.
Yeah.
It was great.
What kind of pie was it?
Pumpkin. My favorite.
The best.
How'd they know?
They must be doing their research. What is there, pirates. Are there a lot of goblin pirates?
Oh, yeah. A majority of goblins are pirates, but only one, meaning me. I am the pilot of a ship.
All right. So that's not a normal thing.
Oh, no. I've actually never been trained to pilot a ship, but I am self-taught.
Okay.
At driving ships.
Mm-hmm.
And the captain, do we have a captain? We do have a captain.
Yep.
Okay, the captain seems to be okay with it.
Great. Do you have family that you are like in touch with? What is goblin social structure like?
Oh, yeah, we have a massive family. Like, actually, I think we're all just clones of one another.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're not really birthed in the same way that like humans are birthed. We're sort of just like duplicated. It's like a copy paste type of situation.
Like
where
a
it's
jellyfish.
like, oh, right, like a jellyfish. It's like, oh, I just want another friend. And you just sort of you make another one of yourself.
It's a horrifying image. Lovely. So, okay, the captain, Cyrus Vance, does he treat you well?
I think so. I would say I get treated pretty well. I mean, he's never thrown a pie at me or anything.
Would you like him to?
I mean, I would like food.
Okay.
All the time, because as a goblin, my metabolism is very fast. And so I need like constant energy and fuel.
This feels like in Ocean's 11, where you're Brad Pitt just like constantly eating something.
Yes.
So do you notice a difference with how the captain treats you versus how he treats other crew members?
Oh yeah. Assuming that Lady Blackbird's already in the picture, for some strange reason, the captain's like always talking to her, but never talking to me nowadays.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, I mean, we usually hang out, and now it's just like I'm not even there, so I'm a little bit jealous.
Okay, that's fair. The owl is low on fuel. Ooh. How are you going to remedy that / pay for it?
Well, I have a plan because I am the smartest one on the ship with the plan, obviously. Yes. And my plan is very smart. And that plan is to go to a planet with lots and lots of fuel.
Okay.
And steal the fuel.
Not pay for it.
And not pay for it. No.
Does the owl have money?
No. I spent it all.
On?
Food.
Which you then immediately ate. And
fake magicka.
Is the captain aware of this?
No.
Okay. Good. Good. So we're out of money. We're very low on fuel. We have a pile of fake magicka.
And a whole lot of pumpkin pie.
So many pumpkin pies.
Uh-huh.
Delicious. Snargle, what is the most dangerous escape that you have ever made?
Oh, I would say getting onto the ship. I think that it was a journey for me to get onto the ship, mostly because I was escaping from an act. I was doing like my regular illusion street magic act.
Yeah.
A few people just wanted more of me, right? Like they were just really into my act and they just started screaming and yelling and throwing stuff at me, throwing food at me. And so I was running away because I am not very good with like the limelight. I'm a very humble person and I don't really enjoy like a lot of attention. And so I escaped my fans and came aboard the ship.
So you also ended up on the owl by accident.
Yes. A happy accident.
Okay.
I owe a few people money.
Did everybody? But you did. Okay. So how many people do you owe money?
I would say somewhere in the hundreds. It's a number that's growing.
All right. I'm sure that will not come back to bite us at all.
It'll be fine.
Owes all the money forever. What sort of money does the society have?
Oh, so if we already have magicka, do we have something else? How do we pay for fuel? Do we use magicka to pay for fuel? Maybe that's too much.
Oh my God, that'd be wild. Your life essence pay for goods and services.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like it can be like regular coin money, or it can be
barter trade.
Yeah, what is the social structure for paying for things?
What if it's like a physical essence? So like locks of hair. nail clippings. Is that
They have
too
value,
weird?
so people place value on that.
Gross.
I don't know.
Well, okay, so does organic material like that, can it be like used to boost magicka?
Like spell components.
Yeah.
So if yes, then you probably could do like locks of hair and fingernail clippings and toenail clippings, and
people just carry around like bags of bodily trimmings. You know, you're
so
There's gotta be a more convenient way to
like
do
you're sitting on a
this.
gold mine. Why don't you just cut that hair?
Well, and if that were the case, then everybody's hair would be very closely shorn.
Yeah,
that's true. Okay.
Unless you were like,
so you don't need the money. You're just baller. So you
just have
I'm
like a
such
whole
a baller. I have
bunch
a
of hair then,
ponytail.
right? Like,
Oh, what if Lady Blackbird have like really long hair?
It's like super long. It's like to the back of my boot.
which would make you like a big target.
Yes. They might call me a big baller, but I'm also a big target.
I mean, like the idea that would be worth an immeasurable amount of money.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like a walking Lamborghini.
Yeah. They could like to have somebody.
Oh, I love that.
Just like to cut off the entire ponytail would be.
It's a side pony, by the way.
Oh, of course it is. Oh,
and it goes all the way down to the side.
Natasha.
Love to see it. Yeah, I mean, because you could then use you could use fingernails, toenails, that sort of thing. That's a thing that would all. But I would imagine too that if you had more money, that your nails would probably be kept longer and all that stuff.
Yeah. Why?
And if Uriah doesn't like, does he have hair?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't give up
because he doesn't do magicka.
He doesn't deal in the art of sacrificing yourself for trade or just anything. He's still like 100% him.
Right.
So does he have long hair? I'm going to say yes. And it's seen as like, it can either be like you're a baller and like, oh my God, you have so much money. Or it's one of those like, I have no need for like worldly possessions.
No need for money. Because people just give it to me.
Or it's just like, I just live a super simple life, you know, where I don't need to go I grow my own food. You know, I hire my own goons. I feel like
all of his goons are probably very closely shorn.
They're volunteers. Yeah. They're strictly volunteers, but you're right.
Oh my God. Is Uriah a cult leader?
It sounds like
that's a matter of opinion, you know.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
First of all, how dare you?
You're right. I overstepped.
That is my betrothed. And
he
said it's not a cult. He said that they're all cool volunteers who are just real. They're like it's a really passionate group of people.
Very passionate.
Does he go out anymore pirating?
He says he does. Do I, the narrator, know? Like, do I think I'm going to go ahead and venture? No. Yeah. He's the pirate king. I don't think
he's the Dread Pirate Roberts. Like, he doesn't go out anymore. Like,
I was about to say.
It's just the name, right?
Yeah, what cult leader actually goes to the grocery store? Like, no, you don't actually got to do anything anymore. That's why he's the pirate king.
Yeah.
That means he has minions.
Okay, good. Fair. I get it. And then before we take our bio break, I would like just like a description of what you both look like.
Banana, do you have strong feelings? Do you know what you look like?
I think I kind of look like I have a picture in my head, like a man bat, right? Like I don't know how to describe him other than he's like a man bat.
You look like Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, yes, but without the wing. Yes, without the wings. Nosferatu, and he's got a really tall top hat. And I think that he's probably a little shorter than Lady Blackbird, and has like that long trench coat full of synthetic magicka, real magicka, locks of hair that are probably also synthetic. Synthetic nail clippings,
some wig action happening there as well.
A few wigs, yeah.
You also, as a goblin, have access to the secret of shape warping, which means that you can change your shape, can grow a little bit shorter, a little bit taller, a little bit fatter, a little bit thinner, can change your skin color at will.
I love it.
It's not like huge differences, but you can kind of adjust yourself.
Can I make a quick edit then?
Please.
Can my skin be holographic?
Oh,
I mean,
like a Pokemon card?
Yes.
Like a squid.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on here.
I like it.
That too.
I love that. That's wild. Okay. And what about you, Lady Blackbird?
I am wearing a black and royal purple, like Victorian steampunk Renaissance ball gown. I'm looking at a picture on Amazon for $88. Yeah, it's a black and purple ball gown.
If anybody watching would like to purchase this and send it so that Aaron can wear it for the next session.
Correct. $88. Links in the description below.
Okay.
But yes.
What color hair do you have?
Jet black.
Oh, is it naturally jet black, or do you
1,000%?
Okay.
Yes.
So
it's got a touch of gray in it.
Oh, how old are you, Lady Blackbird?
Well, just ask me who I voted for too.
But I mean, obviously your father. It's fine.
Lady Blackbird is 35.
Okay.
And it's totally normal to start graying.
Hey, calm down. It's fine.
How's Aaron? I look into my webcam image and I'm like,
that's okay. I started going gray
face of your father
in my 20s, 100%. Like
same, great,
we're fine. So, is this considered on the older side for marriage in this society?
At my level, maybe like at my place of birth, perhaps.
Sure.
Because they did arrange it. How long have I been in this arranged marriage?
Well, what do you think?
Oh, we grew up together. Me and my betrothed were like kids together. Like we grew up together. And so
is there an age difference?
No.
You're like basically the same age.
Yeah.
Great.
No. Me and Mr. Peabody. I can't remember his name. He has a name. Who am I betrothed to?
Oh, it said at the start. Hold on. His name is
Cyrus Vance owns the owl.
Count Carlo.
That's it. Count Carlo and I are the same age. Count is a title that makes him seem much older, and he acts it, but he's not.
He's not. Puts on airs, if you will.
Oh, absolutely. I just loathe him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No wonder you ran away.
Yeah, it stinks.
I would also run away.
Situation is most duty.
Yeah. And also duty. Weirdly.
Oh.
Welcome to the puns here on Sarah's table. Okay, so before we take our break, is there anything else about your characters or the world or the owl that we need to know? I am all for you throwing in complications or weirdnesses. So you tell me.
Lady Blackbird's hairpin, like the stick through her hair or whatever, in the hold together the ponytail, it like crackles with arcane energy that I think Snargle can like feel.
I am I think I have a motivation for my character, which is to steal it. And potentially take a little bit of your hair for later on.
And try as you might. You'd be a very rich goblin.
Super rich. Also, you could probably tip people with your hair.
I could, but
in like
less for me.
Yeah. Well, but your hair, as you know, hair naturally will shed.
What?
So like if at the end of the day you can be like, oh, here we go, and just run your hands through it, one's gonna come out, right? And then you can just be like, and you can tip people.
Yeah, when people in the court, like when people like see the brush come out when I was at home, people will be like because they know that they could come like grab the
after
stuff off the ground, and like clean up, and I was like buy a yacht using my locks.
And you have your bodyguard with you, Naomi.
Yes, of course.
Do you feel affection for Naomi, or is this a strictly business situation?
Geez. Oh, in this situation, strictly business. I trust no one.
Not even your bodyguard?
No.
Okay.
They were under the employ of my family, so until they prove themselves, I cannot prove it.
Do you think that she may have told people where you were going?
Time will tell. I'd like to get to the bottom of that.
Interesting.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
All right. So we are going to take a quick break. It's going to be, like go get yourself something to eat. I don't know what's really steampunky. Pumpkin pie has been brought up several times. Right. Perhaps you all could go grab yourself a slice. And I'm going to say that Snargle probably makes like an in-engine alcohol thing.
Goblin hooch.
Yeah.
So grab yourself some pumpkin pie and some goblin hooch, and then meet us back here in a few minutes. So we will see you soon.
Yay.
Welcome back from the break. We talked about nothing important. Really. We just sort of wandered off. I found goldfish crackers.
Ooh.
And there was no pumpkin pie in my kitchen. Very sad about it. This darn goblin makes me want pumpkin pie. Maybe I'll go make some later tonight. This all sounds good.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
It is. Okay. So our heroes. I firmly believe that you are heroes, even if there is a chance that you might be insufferable. We'll find out. Our heroes are locked in the brig of the Hand of Sorrow. They do not know where their ship is right now. And you are all locked in the same room. It is pretty crowded. So the captain is in there, Lady Blackbird, the Snargle as the pilot. You are in the same space. Also, Naomi, your bodyguard, also locked in here with you. And there's one other crew member whose name I don't remember because he's not here. La 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 la. Let's see what your name is, crew member who is Kale. Kale is also here. He's first mate. He is a plant. He is a plant.
Literally.
Weirdly, the captain of the ship just like really likes kale, like the vegetable.
Who does it? Nice crispy kale chip.
Yeah, it's just it's a bag of kale chips is what it is.
Love that.
It's open and has been for a really long time because Captain won't let anybody eat it. So they're probably pretty stale and gross, but they're also here. I'm sure that John Harper intended just this when he wrote this.
Arkham branded kale chips.
Big thumbs up. Thanks, John. So what would you like to do? Do you want to try to break out? Do you want to try to bribe your way out? Do you want to try to find a way out that is not, the door?
May I start shouting for the person in charge?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Lady Blackbird starts stamping her feet and like shaking the word, like we're in bars, right? Like, I demand to know who is in charge of this vessel, who locked me up. Show yourself to the Lady Blackbird, Natasha Siri.
Wow. Just putting it all out there.
Oh, yeah. We didn't play no games. This is bad decision making 101.
All right. Well, how about you? I'm going to call for a roll.
Okay.
To see if you can convince these folk to actually bring you the person in charge.
May I adjust what I said?
Absolutely.
So I'm looking at the secrets of Stormblood. As long as you can speak, you can channel magic and do a sorcery. Can my voice be like amplified like a megaphone so that like everyone on the ship hears me no matter where you are?
And saying your name. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
But I also want to see like your role will determine how that
Great.
is
how
reacted
well it works.
to. Yeah. So I mean, I think you're trying to
command
some folks. So this is going to be a 3 obstacle. You will need 3 successes, which is a 4, 5, or a 6 as a success. So you get 1 just for attempting something.
Okay.
And what else are you going to be using?
Oh, I combined the traits and tags?
Yes.
Oh, then boy. House Blackbird is my imperial noble.
Mm-hmm. You can use note. Yeah. You're worried about like you're thinking your name is gonna help with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That and then command, I guess, is my combination. Do I pick a third?
I'm gonna let you use You can use, so you're using noble. All right. So you have one just for regular. Your approach then is going to be using your Imperial Noble, and you are using House Blackbird. You're tagging House Blackbird. Now you have other tags underneath there. I will allow you to use another one of those if you can.
In Imperial Noble. Yeah.
In Imperial Noble. Correct.
Okay. Then I'm going to use, oh boy, geez, that's a tough one. Connections, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to use connections and House Blackbird.
Okay, so
screaming.
So you are using. You also potentially like Snargle could help and lend you a die if there was something that he could do that could assist. I don't think that there is, but I am not in control of Snargle, so maybe Snargle does think that there's something he can do.
Snargle wants to shapeshift into
Lady Blackbird. Double Blackbird.
Into Lady Blackbird, thinking that it might help.
Okay. It's weird. I'm gonna add a die. That's fine. Do it. So now you have 5 die.
Do I roll? Or do okay.
You are lending your die.
Okay.
Lady Blackbird. So, Lady Blackbird, you will roll 5d6.
Whoa. Okay.
You have to get 3 that read a 4, 5, or 6.
That's hard. Okay. Come on. 4, 6. Is a pig a 1? Yeah, pig is a 1. A bell pepper is a 3. I got a 4 and a 6. Oh, I have really weird D6s. I have one that has pizza toppings. Oh, no, wait. I got 2. Oh, I got 2 6s and a 4.
And a pig.
Well, the pig is a 1. And then this one is for if you want to decide pizza toppings that are veggies, then this one is pizza toppings if it was meat. So I technically got ham, brontosaurus, and this some kind of, I think, a rabbit. So I got 3, 4, 2 6s.
Yeah, wow. You know, we have the most fun here at Sarah's table. What did you roll? I rolled a brontosaurus.
Brontosaurus. I got ham.
And a rabbit.
A bunny rabbit. Yeah.
That feels like a success to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so your voice rings out through every corner of this ship, into every nook and cranny, and you put like a lot of juice into it, and the people gambling, because they're still gambling in front of
you. Once you start, you can't stop. It's like Jingle.
They start actually sort of like hurriedly trying to put stuff away because you can hear boots coming in. You know how like I don't know if you've ever been in a submarine. What a weird thing. Listen to my weird backstory of my life. Hi. I used to give tours on a submarine at the Museum of Science and Industry. And so when you would walk through the submarine, like the very metallic clank and clank and clank, like you can hear it through the ship. So you are now hearing that getting closer to you.
Cool.
And they're like, like trying to put everything away. And like, there is a stray piece of magicka still out.
Excellent.
As the captain of the Hand of Sorrow comes determinedly around the corner.
Interesting. Good.
Comes up to the bars of the brig and says, "You, Lady Blackbird, have caused quite the stir."
You do not know what a stir is if you think that was a stir. I can make quite a stir, should you wish.
Sort of like looks around. It's interesting because you seem to be locked in my brig.
For now.
And I am outside of the brig. So.
Interesting. What is it you want?
I don't want much. I have been paid quite a lot of money to bring you back to your, I would say, beloved, but don't really think there's much between you.
You know nothing of that.
Your husband, your husband to be, is very eager to meet you at your wedding in, looks at his timepiece. Do believe it is set to be about 12 hours. So we're just going to head on back.
Great. Just head on back up then.
The ship is moving now.
Oh, great. Head upstairs then. Unless you need something else from me. Can I help you with anything else besides your little idle threats?
Didn't give you any idle threats.
You said you've kidnapped me. You've taken me captive.
I have retrieved you from these pirates. You were in danger.
I am not a bird. I do not need retrieving from my nest. I was fine, thank you. But I appreciate it.
The pirates did take you on their ship, and no respectable lady would be found on a pirate ship, which means you must be there against your will.
Was I? And
yes.
You know this to be true.
I know that people think you are a respectable lady.
They do. They do think that.
Are you telling me you are not a respectable lady?
I'm telling you that I make my own fate and I make my own decisions. And that is not for you to do. If I am not at my wedding, is because I did not wish to be at my wedding.
Well, your father wants you at your wedding.
Fascinating. Great. Now go and bring me to him then. Out, little bird. Out. Be gone. And she waves at you. She says, go upstairs. Go pilot your vessel. Do what you wish.
While they're having this exchange, Snargle, what are you doing?
I am still looking like Lady Blackbird in the corner.
Great.
And I am going to plot to have a little bit of a Prince and a Pauper situation going on. So once they're done with their interaction, I'm going to try and talk to Lady Blackbird a little bit and see if we can swap places.
Okay. I'm gonna have him sort of sneer at you and then walk away. So you're being watched still by guards, but you are.
Psst, Natasha. Psst, Natasha.
Yes.
Natasha, over here.
What in the sky squid's name have
I look like you.
You do.
I look like you.
That dress is incredible, and that side pony. I make all the right decisions, don't I?
Yes, you do. I mean, except for this one.
Of course. Well, that's a kind
you
of
should.
That's one's kind of on you, isn't it? You got captured by a group of no-goodians in your pirate quest. I thought you were the best.
You're the one who got captured with us.
God, that's semantics. How dare you? Is the owl yours?
I mean, technically, yes, it's mine because I piloted it. It's not under my name.
And you got caught because you got pulled over by this royal ruffian. That means
I take back what I said. I take back what I said.
Thank you.
It wasn't. It's not mine. I take no responsibility for this.
Now, as much as I like looking at myself, what is it you want?
Okay, I have a plan. I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
How about I go in your place?
Go in my place where?
I'll go marry your husband.
And then what? Stay with him and start a family? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Why would you? He's the count. He kind of sucks.
He has so much magicka.
Fair point. Oh, if that's what you're after, then yes. If you could access the archives of my father's castle, Magica shall be yours. But what?
Oh.
But I cannot leave you. You'd have to marry the count.
Well, then you could just pretend to be me. Pretend to be me.
That's not a good deal, actually. I'd rather not take that one.
What?
That one's kind of...
Okay, I take it back. You go ahead and marry the king of pirates.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
that guy.
correct. Yes.
Yeah, you go marry him.
Uriah Flint.
Yeah, whatever. And you go marry him, and I'll go marry your husband, and then I'll steal the Magica, and then we'll meet back here.
And how long? Wait,
in the brig.
Yeah. Wait. How are we going to get out of the cell?
Well, I'll just say that I'm ready to go.
But I'm still in the room. I can't shapeshift. Unless we're going to do one of those, you're going to have to shoot one of us situations. Which one is the real Lady Blackbird? Oh no.
That's a great idea. Let's do that. No, we'll just do that.
Okay.
We'll just do that. We'll go up to the guards.
We'll go to the guards. Start. Both of us start. Are we in unison? Are we in perfect unison, banging on the?
Yes.
It is now. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And are we speaking as one voice?
Sure. I do want you to know that Snargle's voice has not changed.
It still sounds like this.
Oh, so you're lip syncing. Just go with it. Guards.
Yes. What?
I wish to be let out.
Yes. I wish to be let out.
Well, that's unsettling.
What is?
There's two of you now, and one of you sounds like a goblin. That one sounds like a goblin.
Sir, I'm afraid you've grown ill if you're seeing double.
Yes,
Come.
That's probably true.
Are you not feeling well, sir? Are you not yourself? Oh, I feel so terrible. Oh my goodness. Have you been playing too much? Have you been gambling all your magic? Are you not yourself?
He leans over to the guard next to him and he's like, you see two of them, right? There's two of them. There's one. Oh, no. And then the second one that sounds like a goblin, right? And the other one's like, yeah, man.
Oh, no, you two have been gambling.
I need you to understand that they did watch you change into her.
I'm still going.
I know, I'm with you. I understand. He's like, don't be dumb, man. That's the goblin. Goblins shape. Come on, man.
What?
Snargle's gonna start dancing and being like, this is a hallucination.
It's all a dream. It's a mirage.
It's all a dream.
You two have been gambling far too much. You burned too much Magica.
As you're trying to convince the guards who have just watched you change into that, and you're Snorkel's in the background doing some sort of weird arm dance thing. And something slams into the ship that you're in. And there's alarm klaxons start going off, and you hear metal shrieking. And then you some of the lights go out. And then you hear a voice yell, "Squid!"
It has come for me.
We will get to that, but wait, a sky squid has come for you.
Yes.
We have to get off of this vessel. We must break out.
Yes.
I melt the bars. I'm super magical.
Oh.
You can try to use magic for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, has the ship been thrown into chaos, or are these two guards just still staring me deep in the eyes?
There is one guard stays put, but there were 4 guards down there. One stays, the other 3 scramble to battle positions.
Okay. What is channeling? How would you describe channeling magic on the sheet? Channeling and Stormblood.
Stormblood. Ooh, what's that?
Yeah, right.
That sounds fun.
I'm but what is that an element?
That's on your sheet, right? Let me go up to your sheet.
Yeah. It's in the Master Sorcerer spellcaster channeling storm.
Yeah. So, okay. You can use your master. You would use your master sorcerer to try to melt these bars. You have one die that is just a normal, I'm going to try to do this. You use your master sorcerer die. And then channeling, I can absolutely see you using because you are channeling all of your focus into one spot. Mm-hmm. Stormblood is there's a secret down there. Secret of Stormblood is as long as you can speak, you can channel magic and do sorcery. So I would say that Stormblood is sort of how you manifest magic. So you can absolutely use it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I would like to try and melt the lock. The
bars or the lock?
Whatever, the door. So I can just push open the door. Melt the lock.
I need you to be more specific.
I'm going to melt the lock so I can open the door.
Okay.
Just push it.
Okay. That is going to be 4. You need to succeed with 4.
Woo! I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I want to see what happens.
Okay. All right. How many are you rolling?
I'm assuming channeling, Stormblood, and what I guess lightning, because it can be like heat, lightning.
Okay.
So
that's
just
3, and then well, which one?
Lightning. Let's say lightning.
Lightning, and then you're using your master sorcerer and your normal die, so you have 5 that you are using. You have to get a success on 4 of them.
I ain't gonna. So Banana, get ready with something cool.
I can bluff.
Let's just say no. There's bacon. There's a crow. That's a 6. But definitely a stegosaurus is a 2. Pineapple's a 1. And then just regular old 2.
So no successes.
I have 1 success.
One success.
Okay.
When you try to do this, you are now remembering that probably the brig is protected by magic.
As
a person who is in a magical society, it makes sense that if you're going to put somebody who could do magic in the brig, there would need to be some sort of something on it.
Of course.
So the lock sort of fizzles a little bit, but it is still strong.
The lock laughs at me. It says,
it does. It turns around and is like, why are you so dumb?
It says, you thought.
That was really smart.
Wait, the lock is sentient now.
Yeah.
Look what you've done.
I gave it life. I gave it life with my spell.
Oh, I'm going to talk to a lock.
The lock is not actually talking, but you could try.
Okay. I'm going to use sneaky, crafty, bluff, distractions. Can I distract? What I want to do is I want to try to convince the lock that if it signs up for the subscription plan for cool magicka, then it can do cool things with it. And less out. Yeah.
You're persuading the lock is what
I'm persuading the lock.
That sounds right. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very well thought out plan.
I can't imagine what you mean. Okay. So, this is going to be very hard, friend.
I believe in you.
Is that 4 dice?
Sounds like 4 dice.
Okay. What do I need? Oh, shit.
You're going to need 8 successes.
8 success.
It's a lock.
Can I use maintenance? Does maintenance count?
Fix it.
You can use maintenance.
Okay, that's 1 more die. That's 5. Mm-hmm. Tumbler is Tumbler?
No.
Warp shape. Can I turn into?
Turn into the lock.
Ooh,
can I turn into a lock?
That is too much of a stretch for your body.
Okay. All right. Well, I got 2 5s, a 4, and a 6.
Listen, you feel like you have done everything you possibly can, and you think that this lock is just being super stubborn and stuck up.
I hate this lock.
Guess we're dying inside this cell, old friend. I've known you for like 2 hours.
I would like to remind you
now?
that there is a loose piece of magicka outside the bars.
My
I
arms
forgot
are
about
suddenly
that.
so short. My arms are too short to box with magicka.
It's perfect.
I
I feel like Lady Blackbird.
Claw.
I feel like you're just like, it didn't work, and now I can't do anything.
The first try, I guess we're dead. And she lays down in like the little cell bed and is like, "Oh, Curtis Kilbasa, whatever the pirate king's name was, Uriah Flint. No, I guess I'll never know your love."
Just like crying in the back. That feels right.
Curtis. That was my pet name for him. Was Curtis. No.
Common derivative of Uriah.
Guess we're dead.
Well, it was a short game. It was fun.
You died.
Fatality.
End.
Can I ask, like, my fearless little squire, the one that I don't trust, Naomi, who's kind of just having a rough day? Because one, she's like my retainer, and I'm like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Hey, Naomi, can you fix this?
Your you want me to fix like your
Everything.
attitude or
No one can fix my attitude. I
You know
want
what?
you to
That's
get us out of the sticky
true.
jam.
Oh, you want me to get you out of the cell?
Yes, well, yes. I tried magic. We tried dancing. We tried convincing them. We tried talking to the lock, and the lock was most rude. You must reason with the lock.
Right. All right. Naomi is going to let me go to her sheet. She is a pit fighter.
Yeah.
She can she's a very heavy hitter. So
Punch the lock. Punch it.
Break the lock.
Yes, rip it off. Punch it. Tell it it's weak.
All right. Calm down.
Naomi, I want to celebrate now.
But Daddy, I want a squirrel. All right. 1, 2, 3. Well, she's brutal, hard,
Yeah.
a living weapon, and combat tested.
Yes, maybe her finger is like a key.
And then
and
she
she's a
gets
living
one
weapon.
for trying a pit fighter, which is that, and then she gets 1 for just attempting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She needs if she wants to do it very quietly, it could be 5. But
Yeah, there's a squid attack. Why be subtle?
Nah.
We've
Yeah,
already
we'll be
done
fine.
don't
it.
need to be quiet.
Yeah.
So she needs, let's see, she needs 3 successes to get herself out. Get all of you out. 1,
Come
2,
on.
3, 4 successes, which means she goes, fine. She just goes over and thunk, just opens the door.
Oh my.
You saved us.
You're powerful. It seems you have some use after all.
And then she just gestures off we go. Come along.
What's the guard doing?
Yeah, the guard is about to stop you all. He has been thrown a little bit because of the squid attack. There's a lot of jostling happening right now in this. So he was sort of off balance, but the door opens and she gestures and he goes, hey, and he pulls his weapon.
Oh my.
Oh,
They have those. Oh no. I guess, do we have to murder this man?
let's murder the man.
Did you just throw, go Naomi?
How many hit points does the guard have? Because Naomi only knows scratch and growl.
I have teeth and claws.
You do indeed.
Go!
If I transform into Naomi, will I get Naomi's character?
You will
stuff?
not get her
Oh,
stats.
I had such high hopes. It was like, swim the spell now.
You can, I mean, tooth and claws are scary regardless.
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna hiss.
Yeah.
And use my teeth and claws.
Yeah.
are you going to attack him with your teeth and claws?
Yes, but I'm not very good at the fighting.
Okay, cool.
But I also have quick and agile.
Ooh.
I love
And
it.
if it's dark,
Get 'em.
if the lights have gone out, then I have night vision as well.
True.
Yeah,
How dark
it's,
is
it's
it?
dim here. Not all the lights are
Okay.
out. Only
It's like mood
part of the lights. Yes.
Okay.
Very romantic.
Okay. All right. So I got 5 dice.
Okay.
Okay. How many successes do I need?
We're just trying to incapacitate the guard. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So I'm gonna say this shouldn't be too difficult. There's a lot going on. So 2 successes I need from you.
Okay. I got a 1 success.
A 1 success. Here's
Yep.
what is that. So now you're like hugging the guard.
Yes. I am a lover,
Just
not a fighter.
on him. Just on him. And he's like,
Hi.
"What?" And he's like slapping at They're slapping at you.
I'm gonna whisper in his ear. Hello.
Ah!
You want to be my friend?
This is not
Welcome to your guided meditation.
Stop it. I hate everything.
Be
about it.
calm down.
Ah!
I'm here to talk to you about your Skyship's extended warranty.
Yeah, that seems totally normal. He is now grappling with you.
Oh no.
I'm not. I'm just gonna get swung all over the place, but I'm holding on.
Yeah.
I'm holding on to this guard.
Okay.
Everybody else, just leave. Leave me behind.
Are you sure? I barely know you. I will, if you say so.
No, I'm not too sure, but I'll be
All right.
fine.
Then I would like to do something cool. May I?
I like the idea that perhaps Lady Blackbird said that.
Oh, absolutely.
I would like to do something cool.
She's still
now.
laying in the bed while this is happening.
He never got up.
Oh, we're fighting. Oh, okay. I would like to do something cool then. I would like to use a. I have a lot of magic I can fire at this man.
Yeah, what
But
sort of magic?
there is a goblin in the way. However, I would like to blow
Please
them.
don't hit me.
I would like to push them really hard against the wall with a gust of wind, for I have wind
Oh, like-
magic under Master Sorcerer, like a big shove.
Yeah, it reminds me of that that moment in Avatar: The Last Airbender where he smacks him around with the mattress, right? Like the thunk, 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 thunk.
Yes, I would love to do that.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to say you get 1 for attempting. You would get 1 for Master Sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So we got wind
Wind.
and
Probably also channeling, because you were putting it into something,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Your cat, is it a spell?
Oh, you know it's spell. This is
Okay.
the spell. I call it. This spell is an old spell. It's called Gustums.
Yes. Obviously, everyone knows that old gem.
That
Gustums.
old chestnut Gustums. It'll get you.
This seems like something you should be able to do. I can't guarantee that you will not also injure your compatriot.
Collateral damage. It's fine.
But I think this should be fairly easy for you. So 2 successes on those 5.
Roll 5. Let's
Hopefully
go.
not a pineapple this time or a pig.
Come on, Roger. No pigs.
No pigs.
Um,
No whammies,
ooh,
no whammies.
That's a
Get
5. I
some
don't know
ham.
that dinosaur.
Okay. Unidentifiable dinosaur.
Yep, a 5.
Is it ham?
What?
Was ham good? I don't remember.
Ham is bad. Ooh.
Ham is bad. Okay.
I got actually 2 5s. and a
2
6.
5s and a
Ooh.
6. So this is success. You sit up and throw the wind.
Gustum.
Gustums. You yell Gustums. And
it.
it slams this duo of folk. But it slams the guard against the wall, and then Snargle is pushed on top. So it just thunk, both against the wall, and it knocks out the guard. Snargle, you have the wind knocked out of you, but you are not harmed. You're like, oh boy. Yeah.
Natasha, why'd you do that?
Do you still look like me?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Wait. Yes.
Oh boy. I'm sorry. I had to knock him out. I had gusto. I panicked. I was kind of in a mood, in a funk. You look great. It didn't even mess up. It didn't mess up the look.
My hair is totally messed up.
I am going to give you a condition, and the condition that you take, Snargle, is angry.
No.
Snargle, sorry. That is your name.
I am so mad right now.
What? No, we can't.
So mad.
At who?
You.
For what?
Who are you mad at?
For what? For what? For Gusto?
For knocking me out and messing up my hair.
He was going to kill you.
Still, you could have figured out another way to do this.
I could have shot lightning. That's my other point that I have in the game. I could have shot a lightning bolt at both of you. That would have gone really well.
No, you could have pinpointed at him.
Oh, like a laser cannon.
Yes,
okay.
like a laser cannon.
Well,
you're good at magic.
I'll fire the laser cannon.
As you are arguing, there's another giant like shudder in the ship, and you hear again metal squealing, and there's a something pops. You hear something pop, and part of the ship falls away. And you are now looking out into the air, and there's a giant tentacle that is starting to slither inside of the Hand of Sorrow.
Goodness gracious.
And that's where we're gonna wrap our adventure for the day.
Nice.
Yay. We broke a ship.
You broke a ship. I mean, you didn't break the ship, although you probably did help. Like there was probably assistance on your part. So let's do our moments of gratitude. What did we love about this game today?
What I loved about this game today is the freedom to use any of the skills that I have, because you get a lot of stuff in this game. You have big toolkits. Mm-hmm. Being able to flex that and use it and have it make sense, and it's vague enough to fit the world that we've created with Magicka and cool nobility. And I appreciate that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also love that it's all very open, like you can interpret however you want. Just this makes sense here, so I'm going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the world building questions. Like that was great.
Yeah.
Because it really got us into a sense of like even though it has the structure already, like it sort of builds on it, and so that way we know like the finer details of this world. And I also really like the dice pool. I like that. I just like rolling dice.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really satisfying to roll a big handful of dice. Like it's always really fun.
Yeah.
I really loved that there is loose Magicka still in the ship, and now a squid's tentacle inside. What would happen if they combined?
I can't wait to destroy a squid.
I cannot wait to destroy a squid is maybe the name of this episode.
Yes.
Can't wait to
love it.
Squid. Thank you so much for being at my table. I appreciate your willingness, both of you, to just like yes and into the most ridiculous situations.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Let's tell everybody where we can be found.
Okay.
Who would like to go first?
Aaron, you go first.
Aaron would like to go first.
Hi,
I've been told.
I'm Eric Catano-Saez. You can find me on Twitter at Eric Catano-Saez, all one word. I create a podcast with Jeff Stormer called All My Fantasy Children, and I'm also on the all ages actual play, Skyjack's Courier's Call. You can find everything that I do at erictano-saez.com.
Do you have anything coming up like very soon that we should keep an eye out for? Or is it just like you always have rolling stuff?
Just always churning out good ones.
Because you are a Con artist.
Content artist. We are also, so Aaron and I are also working on a secret project.
Project. I didn't want to tell it because it's a secret.
It is a secret, tunnel. But watch out for that secret project.
Just coming.
Just just like type their names into the internet and then write secret project and see what happens.
You'll see it.
I'm sure it won't be weird.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee that.
And if you can't find it, then just follow us.
Maybe just follow us. That's fine. But feel free to do your research. Get in there. Start digging. You never know what'll come up. What about you, Banana? What do you got? Where are you?
Yeah. So thanks for having me. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Banana Chan Games or Banana C Games. That's the letter C, not like SEE. But let's see, what do I have coming up? So I have Guardians of Matrimonia that's coming out sometime this year, which is a game about being a wedding planner for a fantasy wedding. So it is a board game. It's very chaotic. It's a strategic light strategy game. That's by Yunsu, Kim, and I. We're also working on another game, or actually we're working on a few games. I don't know if we can talk about it just yet, but look out for that. And Central Lim and I also have 3 games that are in the works. One of them is One Night Only, which is being published by Exalted Funeral. That is a game where you are at your high school reunion having a flashback to when you were kids at your senior year of high school, and you have to break up your high school band.
No.
And it's very sad. It's bittersweet. I would say it's bittersweet. Okay. And yeah, it's very silly. You have to cut out magazine pictures and make a poster to represent each scene that you have. So
cool.
That's what we have coming out.
I love it. I can't wait to try all of those things.
Thank you. Yeah. And hopefully Aaron can do the voiceover stuff for that game. Once Exalted is yes,
as he floats into the microphone. I have my microphone. I'm Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actress Sarah Moore. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Ko-Fi and TikTok at Pixies and Pins. You can find me here on Gen Con TV every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific for Sarah's Table. We're going to finish up this arc next week. And then the following week, we will be playing a 3-episode arc of Dune by Modiphius Games, Modiphius Productions, Modiphius all by itself.
Entertainment?
Words?
Modiphius.
We clearly know what we're doing here on Sarah's Table.
I wrote for a little bit for Dune too, so I have no.
It's gonna be very Dune-y here in the second half of June. June. But if you like the game that we were playing today, Lady Blackbird, you can go to ladyblackbird.org. It's by John Harper. Check out all of the John Harper games. They're dope AF. You check out Blades in the Dark and all of the other things that he does, because they're, as you witnessed, highly customizable. You get to interpret a lot of things how you want to at the table. And I'm sure that's exactly what he intended to do. And he's not here. And so he can't tell me that that's false. We did it completely right, John Harper. Thank you so much for making this game. It's truly a treat. And I loved it. And I can't wait to see if everyone is going to survive next week. I don't have high hopes for Lady Blackbird.
Not the squid. I know the squid ain't gonna make it.
The squid not gonna do it?
No.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like there's a good chance that Snargle might be like, what if I just marry the squid? And there's...
Ooh, can I turn into a squid and marry the
squid? A small squid, because you can't get the size of a big squid. You know what? You're just going to have to come back to find out. Thank you to my editor, Jeff, who takes all of this stuff and turns it into joy. And thank you to Gen Con for giving me a platform. And thank all of you at home for watching. And thank you two for being at my table. And I don't know who else to thank. Everyone, forever. And as always, keep making art and keep being art. We will see you next time. Mwah! Dance party, dance party.